Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to My Time at Portia. In the last episode, we helped save the Portia tree farm when we brought some wood over there to help them repair the fence. It's still going to take a little while before they're ready to officially open, but maybe we'll have to swing by and check if they're ready today. So we also have a brand new commission to complete, and the reason why I haven't left the house yet is I was curious whether or not we have the expiration date, I guess it would be. The day that we have to give this to Polly somewhere in our calendar. I kind of forgot to check how long we have. I didn't receive a notification yet that it's expiring. But it doesn't look like it's on our calendar after all. Oh no! That's a little bit disappointing. One of you mentioned how embarrassing it's going to be if poor Chess doesn't finish this one too. But all of the glass should be smelting outside, so I think all we're going to have to do is literally just pick it up and bring it straight over to Polly. Since it's still bright and early in the morning too, I would imagine that he's probably going to be somewhere around the shop, so it should be pretty easy for us to track him down.
Hi.
And then aside from that...
So you're the new builder in town?
Oh, Dr. Zoo?
Barnarock. It's a lot more humid here in Portia. Have you got used to the humidity here?
Wait a second, why is Dr. Zoo here? Have you gotten used to the humidity yet? Oh, yuck. It's humid in this place? No, definitely not. I do not like the humidity.
It's the most important thing in life, right? Don't wait until you're sick to do something about it. A seaside proverb says prevention is the best cure. Don't you agree? Good. But still, eat some healthy foods. Good for the body, good for the mind. Try using milk, golden salmon, and salt to make the creamy salmon stew. It's a local stew. I personally find it very healthy.
Oh, so he came over here just to check up on our health, I guess? Well, that's pretty sweet. So we have a brand new recipe that we can make, and I think this is our very first one. I was worried that he was coming over here to scold us about that request that we didn't complete. Well, how do I make it?
Perhaps you don't have any cooking equipment. Talk with the ladies at the research center. They should be able to help you.
Okay, that research center again. We seriously need to get over there too. So that's pretty cool. Once we have a place to actually cook our meals, it sounds like we're going to have something pretty special to make. Maybe that's what we could actually bring to Dr. Zoo. We were trying to figure out what we could give him as a gift to hopefully make him happy after our previous failure. Oh, Dr. Zoo? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, he's actually stuck on that rope. Wait a second. Oh, we are really getting off on the wrong foot with Dr. Zoo. Not only did we fail his mission, but now he's getting stuck on all of our equipment. Dr. Zoo, really? Maybe he didn't have his morning coffee today. If we could just nudge you out of the way or something? It looks like we're getting stuck too. We're gonna get all tangled up in this rope together. Okay, Dr. Zoo, we'll leave you to it. Surely he's going to find a way to free himself by the time we get back. We have quite a bit to do today anyways. Aside from just delivering all of this glass, I also wanted to see if we could make ourselves a brand new fishing rod. We've never tried fishing in this game before, but as you guys saw on the calendar a moment ago, it looks like the fishing day is just around the corner. So we have to make sure that we're well and prepared to win it, because there are already quite a few excellent fishers around town. All we have to do is gather a little bit more wood, and then I think we should have enough materials. Oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh, what is going on over here? The civil court is chasing Polly down the road? Is he going to show them something, or has he gotten them angry? Alright, maybe fishing is going to have to wait for a moment. We do have to deliver all this glass anyways, and now I'm mighty curious. Hopefully they won't mind us tagging along. Oh, it looks like somebody jumped the fence? Oh, Sam is going that way instead. Hopefully that's what she meant to do. Pump these legs. Oh, he's actually training them? Oh, how interesting. Okay. So he's their personal trainer, and Sam just completely bailed on their exercise routine. Well, hopefully he won't mind if we take a moment to just deliver this glass for him. Yeah, our commerce commission is done. Great work. You're a very reliable builder. Sorry, Arlo, is there something you want to say? I wonder if maybe he might have some new information for us. We haven't exactly finished the bridge yet, but let's see what he says.
The Civil Corps serves the local federation. The Flying Pigs is an exploration community organised by the Commons.
Okay, so that's where he works?
See ya.
Well, it's good to know that somebody's protecting this town, even if Mayor Gale isn't very convinced that they know what they're doing sometimes. Alright, we better see if we can make that fishing pole next. We don't want to run out of time to test our fishing skills. So it should be right here in our tools, and we have all of the ingredients that we're going to need for one beginner's fishing rod. We should probably make sure that we have our caterpillars on hand too, because I'm pretty sure that we're going to be able to use those as bait. Oh, and it looks like we actually ran out of fuel for our bronze bars. Wait a second. I guess we'll go ahead and refuel it with the rest of the wood that we have. But we're going to have to seriously take a trip over to that tree farm pretty soon. It seems like we never have enough wood on our hands. Oh, we do have our caterpillars. Excellent. I guess we'll keep our apples on hand. It restores a little bit of stamina, and since I'm sure fishing is going to take quite a bit of it, we'll probably want to keep that with us too. But everything else, all of these other materials can go right in our chest. Oh, we should have tried giving Dr. Zoo some of these herbs. I wonder if he would have appreciated that. For that matter, I wonder if he's still stuck behind our house. Let's see if he's still lurking around the corner here. Oh my gosh, and look at your beautiful horse. Unfortunately, we can't see his name from here. He is gorgeous though. And really, now you're stuck on our equipment? Oh my goodness, these people are having so much trouble today. At least Dr. Zoo has freed himself from the ropes. Oh, and let's make sure that we check our wheat too. How's this doing today? The wheat only has less than a day to go until it's fully grown, but it does look like the bar is going down a little bit. So maybe we want to grab this fertilizer after all and see if we can fill it up again. We don't want our wheat going bad so close to the end like this. Let's apply a little bit more fertilizer. There we go, it's looking good. Alright, so we still have one extra tub of fertilizer left over for some more wheat in the future, I guess. Maybe Emily will be willing to make a trade with us once we're done with her quest. With a few more of these bits and bobs in this chest over here, I think it's finally time for us to head off toward the stream. Now, if all goes well here, if we catch some really good quality fish, my hope is that this is going to be a good way for us to befriend Pinky too. I think we'll probably start down by the place where we're supposed to build the bridge, because it seems like most of the fishers here choose that place over the rest. Oh, and we actually picked up pumpkin seeds in that animal poo. Gotta take what you can get after all, and it seems like we're going to need something else to grow there pretty soon anyways. Might as well see if the pumpkins will do the trick. Is that Toady over there? I think that was his name. Yeah, Toady. He is definitely one of the fishermen of Portia. Let's see if he has any tips for us.
Starlight Island you see out there on the horizon is a great place to fish. I used to fish there all day when we still had a working boat that could go out that way.
Oh, he's very talkative. Okay. It looks like he does have some tips. Excellent, so we'll have to see if we can get any more out of him later, once we know a little bit more about fishing. And of course, it looks like one of the brothers have taken back their role. Are you using the very same fishing rod that we gave to you, Kiwa?
Hey,
Let's see if he has any tips too.
plenty of rules for fishing. Each type of fish will swim in its own preferred area, and you'll need different bait to attract them. Things like that. Oh, and of course, the fishing rod is also very important. Any rod can hook a fish, but only a good rod can bring it in.
Well, I like to think that hopefully we made a pretty good rod, but since it's only the beginner's rod, I wonder if that means that this thing is going to end up snapping on us. Well, hopefully these fish over here will enjoy the caterpillars that we have inside our pocket. Let's see how we do. When a fish bites, press the left mouse button to reel in the line, otherwise the fish will swim away. This exclamation mark will display when a fish has taken your bait. You can catch the fish by taking the distance marker down to 0. This red circle right here is going to represent the tension of our line, and if it gets too big, then our line is going to break. We can move the mouse left or right to control the fishing rod and keep the bubble on the fish. And we click the left mouse button to reel the fish in. Alright, I think we can figure this out. Ah, there we go. There's our first fish. Oh my gosh, we have a tiny little guppy or something. They are a little bit tricky. He is very, very wiry, but I think we almost have him. There we go, a frogfish? Okay, our very first catch. I'm not exactly sure how much Pinky is going to appreciate that, but I suppose we could always try it out. No wonder these things are so lively. there we go. We caught another one too. I would like to catch that big goldfish looking thing. That would probably be a better meal for Pinky for sure. I'm just not sure that these frogfish are going to cut it. One after the next though. I wonder, ooh, there we go. I wonder if this is going to be a good way for us to make some extra golds. Oh, a catfish? Oh, we have to try giving that to Pinky. She is going to be stuffed if she eats one of those. Honestly, fishing isn't that bad. It's pretty easy so far. I'm sure it would be even easier if we made a better quality fishing rod, but we have caught a ton of fish with this one. So I think this one right here is probably going to be our last fish for the day, and then we'll see what sort of haul we have. Can we maybe exit out of here? There we go, that's enough fish for one day. In fact, we've almost completely used up all of our caterpillars. Maybe we should? I mean, we only have 4 more. It's not too late just yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and catch just 4 more fish if we can. Ooh, look at that. That was one of those special ones. The emperor catfish. Alright, good thing we came back. I guess it was meant to be. Alright, it looks like we're completely out of bait now, so we can't even go fishing if we don't have bait inside our sack. That's probably a good thing for us to keep in mind. Well, how much did we manage to catch? We have 5 frogfish. People believe this type of big-mouthed creature is a hybrid between a frog and a fish. Whether it's a frog or a fish doesn't matter. What matters is its great taste. Well, that's not what I expected out of a creature that looks so much like a frog. Maybe Pinky will like this after all. I'm still kind of partial to the catfish, though. Cats love this fish, if that's how it got its name. Yeah, we're gonna have to try this for sure. Now, the emperor catfish. I'm kind of thinking we should probably sell that instead. It looks like it's going to be worth about 60 gold, so that would definitely help us out when we're trying to go back into the mines. Yeah, let's see if we can track down Pinky. Or for that matter, I suppose we could always try giving one of our fish to like Kiwa or Toady. I mean, they did give us some tips. Maybe they could let us know if these are some good quality fish, if you know what I mean. We'll give one to Toady over here. He was the first one that we asked. Actually, what do you think about our frogfish? It's the thought that matters. Alright, so it sounds like that was pretty neutral. At least he didn't completely hate the gift, though. Now, I'm pretty sure that Pinky usually stays around the town. In fact, I'm almost positive that she likes to laze around behind the cafe at night. So as long as we lurk around those parts, we should be able to find her before she goes to sleep. Maybe if we're lucky, she'll even be out here in town square. It looks like QQ certainly is. I guess Gust must have finished up his painting. Well, we could probably stop to chat for him for a little while. Seems like we're slowly starting to chip past his tough exterior, right? If only we had a proper gift for him, but something tells me he's not going to be too interested in the fish. That being said, we could offer up QQ one of the apples that we have, because I know that he liked that before. Let's actually give him this aroma apple. It's a little bit bigger, and that'll free up some space inside our inventory. Plus 12 relationship with QQ? Oh my gosh, wait a second. That has to mean that we're better than adversaries now, right? No, it still says that we're adversaries? But surely that was one of his favorite gifts. Yeah, the aroma apple is something that he loves. So if we find some more when we're kicking trees again, we'll make sure that we bring them to you, QQ. I am going to make a friend out of you someday. It is starting to get pretty dark now. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have stopped to chat with Gust. Oh, looks like somebody's playing with wooden swords over here, too. I don't see Pinky, though. And I mean, she's pretty hard to spot with that bright pink fur of hers. Let's see if she's already sleeping behind the cafe. Pinky, are you here? Oh, I see your treasure chest. Oh no, she's already sleeping for the day. Sleeping for the night, I guess. Typical cat. Well, we are going to have quite the surprise for you as soon as you get up tomorrow morning. Let's sneak a peek inside her chest over here, though. I don't think we opened this up yet. Dried apple slices. Is that going to give us a little bit of stamina, too? Let's see. Made from apples dried in the sun, a favorite pastime snack in the Free Cities region. It restores 10% of your max stamina, so that's much, much better than these apples, especially if you have a lot of stamina to recover. We'll have to make sure that we tuck that away inside our house, too. That would actually be a good thing for us to take to Amber Island. And speaking of which, we should probably check and see if we can do any more work on the actual bridge. That would probably be wise. For that matter, we probably should have checked to see if we could pick up another one of the commissions. But I guess that's going to have to wait until tomorrow. Since Higgins is so quick to take the best ones, surely there's nothing left there if we can even get in. It looked like Presley was going home for the night, so I'd imagine he's probably locked up by now. But yeah, this bridge over here, we needed copper pipes, we needed hardwood planks. Oh, hang on a second. I just realized we're probably going to want to replenish our stock of caterpillars before it's time for us to go to the fishing competition, huh? Yeah, if we don't have any caterpillars in our pocket, then we're probably not even going to be able to participate. Well, I guess I know what we're doing tomorrow. We should have one more day before the fishing competition anyways, so that's going to be our day to truly buckle down and prepare. Maybe we could even go to the tree farm like we were planning to. They have so much woodland over there. It must be a pretty good place for us to gather up our caterpillars. Now it looks like Remington is out on patrol. Do you think maybe he's keeping an eye on the pan bats? We never did find those pesky pan bats ourselves, but it sounds like they like to swoop around right outside the gates. Alright, so we have some extra wood in our inventory. Let's see how much it takes again for us to make some wooden boards. Oh, that's right, it was the hardwood planks that we needed. Oh, it's all coming back to me now. That's why we were making all of those bronze bars. We actually need to upgrade our axe so we can chop down some larger trees. And it looks like all we need is an upgrade kit from Total Tools for that. Alright, so that shouldn't be too hard. We'll see if we can pick that up tomorrow too, since we should have plenty of gold in our pocket after we sell all of those fish. Is this ready for us to pick up? Oh, it is so close. Look at that golden wheat. I think Emily is going to be pretty impressed with us. Well, if we can't make the planks, maybe we could at least put together some of those copper pipes. Yeah, these right here. We need 3 of them. And it looks like we actually have enough for 3 exactly. Excellent. So by the time we wake up in the morning, that should be ready for us to place down in here too. And I guess we'd best smelt some more of those copper bars while we're at it. So yeah, tomorrow we'll head back to the tree farm, and we'll see if we can spend some time snooping around the forest there, because I'm sure it's going to be filled to the brim with plenty of caterpillars. So far it seems like the best place for us to find them is just the piles of herbs, so that's what I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for. I wonder if maybe we could find any out here by the farm? Let's sneak in here for just a moment. I know it's pretty late, but it looks like everything is still pretty lit up over here. Actually, their shop sign is pretty gorgeous. We'll have to give our compliments to Sophie. Is something out there? Ooh, those look a little bit menacing. Just beyond the fence. I thought maybe they were sheep of some sort, but now I'm starting to wonder. Yeah, looks like those might actually be enemies. Let's get our war gloves out and we'll sneak up on them here. It actually looks like a little bunny in a hat. What's your name, little guy? Level 20 illusion bunny, wait a second. I think we might be a little bit in over our head. Well, at least they seem friendly enough when we come up to see them. They're not attacking us anyways. They're kind of cute, to be honest. And is that a different type of fish down there? Oh, that glowing water. Do we have a quick moment to throw our fishing line back in? I did find a couple of caterpillars out here. I wonder if they're going to enjoy that too. Yeah, looks like we have something. Let's reel this in very carefully. The bubblefish? Ooh, that was worth 100 gold. Wait a second. Is this honestly going to be the best way for us to make gold? Oh my gosh, that face. I think she might be up a little bit past her bedtime here. Maybe it's time for us to go back to the house. But this bubblefish thing is pretty cool. Its stomach would bloat when disturbed, so I guess it's kind of like a pufferfish. Well, that's another great thing for us to sell off in the morning. I know exactly where we're going to go as soon as we... Ooh, is that a shell? As soon as we wake up in the morning. Yeah, some shells and some sand. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. Jess? Okay, well I figured you probably couldn't swim, but I didn't realize that we could collect shells down by the beach. That's actually really cute. I'll bet that quite a few people around town would enjoy some fresh seashells from the shores of Portia as a gift. A little bit more so than all of the fish in our pockets anyways. That seems like a little bit more of an acquired taste to me. Yeah, Gus would probably be very offended if we just threw a fish right at his feet. Well, let's go ahead and tuck away all of the extra things that we found today. We have some pumpkin seeds that we could plant inside that planter box tomorrow. And a few more bits of animal feces too, so we can make some more fertilizer. I think I am going to save the shells in our inventory though. Looks nice and can be found around the beach. Yeah, let me know who you think we should offer up the shells to first. Who do you think would appreciate that the most? But of course, top priority is going to be handing Pinky one of these big, fresh, juicy fish. If it turns out that she really likes the catfish, we'll make sure that we tuck a few extras inside our chest for later. Though the catfish didn't seem like they were really hard to catch, so maybe that's something we can get for every day. Something fresh and delicious from the stream right behind our house. So in the next episode, we'll finish preparing for the fishing competition. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!